Okay, let's go over installing NXT on Windows. Now, before we get started, we do recommend that you use a Python virtual environment, and I have one here, and we got to make sure that we're using Python 3.7 if we're on Windows. So once you're in that virtual environment, you can do pip install nxt-editor. Now, what this will do is install the visual editor, our core, and all of our dependencies. And it may take a minute to install, so just kind of let it sit here. Okay, that's finished installing. Now, if you want to launch NXT, you can just type nxt-ui, and that will bring up the visual editor for you. And it may take a minute the first time it starts up. Cool. So there's the visual editor open up on Windows. Now, if you're looking to do an update, make sure you're in that same virtual environment, and you can do pip install -u, that make sure that's a capital U, nxt-editor. And that will make sure that the core, our dependencies, and the visual editor are all up to date. And that's it. You have NXT installed on Windows. One quick thing I want to cover if you're on Windows. If you want to set up a shortcut so that you can just launch NXT without opening up your virtual environment, inside your virtual environment here, you can say where Python. That will show you a few places that you have Python installed. You really just want to focus on the one that's in that virtual environment so you can see the names match here. So we'll just take that one, copy it out, go to your desktop or folder somewhere, right click, say new shortcut. Then you're going to paste in that path you just had. Then you're going to type -m, make sure there's a space -m, nxt.cli-ui. And then you're just going to hit next. We can name this whatever we want, call it NXT. And that will create a little Python icon here, but you can double click on it and there you go, it opens up NXT. So that's a little bit easier if you don't want to have to open this virtual environment every time you want to launch NXT.